Renovation. So we're getting the slab taken out of the barn where the mama goats are going to go. Sydney's going to bring the skid steer and we just filled it up with some concrete. And we're really just going to dump it into this old well. We dug this out when we moved here to get water to us for the barns and stuff. We really don't use it. And now that we have water down right there, we really don't need it. So we're just going to fill this up. It's kind of a safety hazard anyways. Get some more work done here on the barn and cleaned up here on the side. Looks pretty good when it's cleaned up. I think the last time we did this was probably 2 years ago. So I brought down the generator that we were using yesterday to jackhammer up the floor, and got the blower out and blew that off. And then also got in here and blew out inside here, although it needs a lot more work. Looks a lot better than it did anyways. But I gotta fix these holes in the floor at some point. So of course what we decided to do was come over into this pen, and Barry's going to separate this up into 2 different bays and have doors on it so that we can put both the goats in here. And this is where we plan to have them kid out at. And then we blocked off the back door already, put a tarp over it. What I'm going to work on now is cutting up all that metal over there. So I'm just going to haul the generator over and brought down the corded sawzall, get all that cut up. And then try and get that hauled off to the recycle center before too long. Just try and get some cleaning up while the temperature is nice. It's like 60 today and it's just beautiful out. So better doing it now than in the summertime when it's hot, or in the dead of winter when it's too cold. Right now it's just perfect. Well, I've always had really good luck with Ryobi tools, but I think this sawzall is already crapped out on me. It's just the motor's running, but whatever mechanisms makes it go back and forth is clearly not working right. So I got about half, well, a little more than half done what I wanted to. I'll go grab the battery one and keep going. I should be able to finish up, I hope. I'd say I'm pretty disappointed here. I have used Ryobi tools for a long time. And usually they've lasted forever. The battery operated saw I went and got just burned up on me. I knew it was going out, but I've had it for probably close to 10 years maybe. I knew it was going out. It finally went out. But I bought this one when I knew it was going out to replace it. And on this one, it won't keep the dang blade in. The blade just keeps popping out on me. And it's not old at all. And the lock mechanism inside is locking. It's just popping out all the time, so I'm not sure what's on there. The other one, the wired one, it burned up. It didn't even burn up, just the gear inside. It's like it broke. and that's not very old either. I bought it over the summer. We were cutting something, I can't remember what it was, and I bought it in case we needed it. I never used it, so it's only been used 5 or 6 times and it broke. I probably can't take it back now because I bought it so long ago, so I don't know. I've always had great luck, but it's not looking so good anymore. So I was just looking at this and just figured out what the deal is. I don't know if you can see in there or not, but the pin that holds the blade in goes through that little hole right there, and that pin is broken. It is snapped clean off. That's why it won't hold the blade in anymore. So I've only used that 5 or 6 times since I bought it, and it's already broken. So I don't know if I can get a new pin for that or not, but that's pretty sad. Well, I got as much load as I could without cutting everything up, so my pile is a little big on the trailer here, but it'll work. I'll strap it down a little more and head off down to the recycle center tomorrow. I'll also run by Home Depot and see if they can do anything on those 2 Sawzalls that burned up on me. Before Ryobi, I had Milwaukee, and that lasted a long time too, and it ended up burning up. But Milwaukee was so expensive, I bought a Ryobi, and it lasted forever. Clearly the older stuff's better than the newer stuff, so we'll see if I can get that fixed up, and then I'll get this one cut up here at some point. I don't know. Alright, so Valerie's going to head down and get the Mini X out of the barn. I was able to get another Sawzall this morning. Ryobi. I mean, you can't beat the price. I did get the extra warranty on this one though, so we'll see if it lasts a little longer. So what we're doing is I had a little bit of sticks and debris on this yesterday, so I went ahead and just burned out what I could last night. She's going to come up in here with a claw, grab what she can, and put it on the dump trailer. Then we're going to clean up a few more things. So my goal is to get this scrap pile cleaned up, and then get the rest of the old feeding bins and stuff back there cleaned up today. I took one load this morning. I loaded up yesterday, hoping to get this one done today. And then, I don't know, they walk the property and get some more later on in the winter time. Now's the time to do it. There's no bugs out. All the leaves are off. You can see stuff better. It just makes sense. Did a good job. Did a good job.
Hey.
And they're all good and tight?
Yep.
Okay. Going with me to dump it?
Huh?
Going with me to dump it?
Sure.
Alright, so we head out of here. So interesting thing happened. Valerie and I went all the way down to the recycle center, a good half hour or so away, and went to dump everything, and we wouldn't take it. We went through their radiation scale as you drive through, and it set the alarms off twice. So he brought out his little Geiger counter. He walked around, and basically what he said, they see this a lot I guess, is that this pipe here that they made the cattle feeders out of is probably old oil field pipe. So it came out of some oil field where oil had been pumping through it for years, and in that process the radioactive material from down the ground leached into the metal, basically is what he told me, and it's no longer recyclable now. So, and they wouldn't take anything in our haul because that pipe's in there. So I asked him what to do with it. He goes, well, just bury it. So I guess on the way back, Val and I were talking about it. I think what I'm going to do is whenever we build the shop and do the concrete and everything, I'm going to put this underneath the slab, lay it down flat, my gravel and everything over it, and bury it that way. That way there's no water or anything leaking through, and it shouldn't leach into the ground at all. So at some point we're going to have to take all this off and then run all the way back down there to recycle the rest of it. So that's no fun, but learned something new. And there's another feeder that was just like that one that's still back in the trees we need to cut up still, so I'll know not to waste my time taking that down to the recycle center. But never had that happen before.